Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is the first of 51, yes, I did say 51, short videos that will act as an overview of each of the 50 states plus the District of Columbia leading up to this year's election. Each video will include a brief history of the state's voting trends, a status on current polls, and a prediction of how they'll go in November. The first video will in fact be the District of Columbia. While starting this particular series with this particular location ranks on the Profiles in Courage scale at about a -5, you'll have to wait for the bigger prizes until closer to the election. When the 23rd Amendment to the Constitution was passed in 1961, it gave residents of the nation's capital the right to be represented for the first time in electing the person who would reside in its most famous house. Granted a proportion of electoral votes equal to what it would get as a state, D.C. is not exactly a bastion of conservative ideology. No Republican has ever won a single electoral vote from the city on the Potomac, although one elector in 2000 did abstain from casting his vote for Al Gore, officially making him the most interesting elector in D.C. history. In fact, the worst performance by a Democrat in a presidential election was Jimmy Carter back in 1980, and he still managed to eke out a victory with 75% of the vote. Democratic support is trending downward, however. Over the last two elections, from an all-time high of 92.5% for Barack Obama in 2008 to a paltry 91% in 2016 for Hillary Clinton. There is currently a push for the district to be granted statehood, a move the GOP adamantly opposes. If approved, New Columbia, as it would be named, would become the 49th most populated state ahead of Vermont and Wyoming. That move, if it ever does happen, likely won't occur until Democrats control both houses of Congress and the White House, because the guarantee of 2 Senate and 1 House seats for the Democrats is too much for Republicans to swallow. You're joking, right? There are no polls in the District of Columbia. I believe I can safely say when the polls close on November 3rd, the District of Columbia will be called quickly for presumptive Democratic nominee Joe Biden. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, and if you would like to watch much more interesting future predictions, as well as analysis of election news and recreations of historical elections, please subscribe and hit that bell icon for alerts on any new videos. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I apologize implicitly.